up, everybody? How are you today? Hope you are having an awesome, amazing day. For once, I'm not starting the vlog in the car. For the past 3 days, I've been starting the vlog in the car. I did not get to edit the vlog. The reason why I didn't edit the vlog last night is because we went to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning. And we had to get up around like 10 to make sure we went to meet up with Jen's cousin because we had plans. We didn't really have that much hours to sleep, so I was so tired when I got home and I just ended up passing out. I actually got caught up on some sleeps. I feel a lot better than I did yesterday. The only thing sucks is that today's vlog's going to be going up late. At least there's going to be a vlog. Anyways, there has been some things that's been going on. Last night I looked on Facebook and one of the houses that I wanted to go and explore ended up catching on fire. And then it wasn't exactly a house, it was one of the buildings that I actually explored. It was me, Jason, and Hannah. It caught on fire. It was the building that had like the big gymnasium inside of it. It's kind of chilly outside, but I was thinking about bundling up and going to take a walk and show you guys these houses because I haven't seen them. Like, I've seen them on Facebook with videos and stuff, but I haven't seen them in person, and I actually want to go look at it to see what it looks like now since they've been burnt. It sucks that the one house that I wanted to go explore in ended up catching on fire. The whole reason why I never went to go explore it is because I did know that there was a lot of homeless people that was living in it. I don't want to go and like bother anyone if there's a lot of homeless people living in it. I don't know exactly how it caught on fire, but it was a really big fire. And then this morning, the building caught on fire. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Oh my gosh. You crazy cat. But I'm thinking about going to go do that really quick, and then when I get back, I'm going to start editing on the vlog. The vlog might end up going up around 7 or 8, depends on what time I get done editing. If you've seen yesterday's vlog, I'm so sorry for the late upload. Jen went to work today. I hate when she has to go to work, but you know, she has to make some money. Gabrielle's actually still sleeping, so that's the reason why I'm in the bathroom right now while the air is on. She can't really hear everything and I'm not so loud. I'm gonna go get dressed, get bundled up, and then let's go on this little adventure. I'm gonna head over to those houses to show you guys. Dang it, I forgot to get a lens cleaner. I ended up getting lens cleaners yesterday, and then I was supposed to clean off my lens, and I never did it. So hopefully this little bit of dirtiness on the lens isn't bothering you guys right now. I'm gonna go do this, and then once I get back, I'm gonna start editing the vlog and try to get it up for you guys. Also, when I get back home, I'm gonna show you the videos that I seen on Facebook of the house being on fire, because it was crazy. Aw, look at this little bird. Hi. Aw. He was just chilling there. Somebody lost their cucumber. It's still in the package and everything. I guess that's a cucumber. It's what it looks like. Somebody is going to be going home without their cucumber. Where it just happened, they have like a whole road blocked off. There's still a fire truck and everything up there. There goes WSAZ right there. I can't believe that's one of the buildings that we went into to explore. I don't know if people can walk in the sidewalk or not. Maybe I'll like go around and see if I can go like to this road right here in between and see if I can see it. It's gonna be on WSAZ. That's completely crazy. I just explored this place. Oh, they're flying a drone. They're trying to get the view of it. See the drone? I want to end up going around so that way I can get right in front of the building and get a good view of it. Because I don't know if they're letting people walk on the sidewalk or not. They have this road blocked off too, but I'm going to see what I can see from right here. And if I can't really see anything, then I'll go down to the next road. Oh, they're tearing it down right now. It's just so crazy that we were just exploring this building. It looks like it caught fire in that room that we went into that had the graffiti all over it. Oh my god. There's another road that people are actually coming out of. Dude, that's so crazy. They're tearing it down right now. And I always said I wanted to see them actually tear down a building. It looks like I can walk across the street and see like a really good view of it. I'm gonna walk over to that road and get a really good view of it. And maybe I can try to get some pictures to show Hannah. I wish Hannah was awake right now. I messaged Hannah, but she still hasn't read my message.
Logan?
Yeah?
Hey.
Good. Shane Vlogs. I just had some people look up my channel. I feel bad because my channel's not really the best. I don't know. I mean, some people like my videos, and then like I just feel weird that when I tell people my channel, I just feel like they're not going to really like my content. Where that truck is turning is where I need to go. But anyways, what I was saying is I wish Hannah was awake. I messaged her, but she hasn't read my message. So I don't think she's awake right now. It's just so crazy that we literally just explored that building not too long ago. It caught on fire and they're tearing it down. Oh, look. Dude. Look at that. At least I had some memories of that. I've always wanted to see somebody tear down a building, and I actually got to see it. But I never did think it would be a building that I just got done exploring. After I explored the place, 2 days later, somebody ended up overdosing in that building. And now it's caught on fire a month later. Well, maybe like 2 months later. The other house that caught on fire is actually up here. That is just crazy. Dang.
August?
Yeah. Coming up on the house. I could smell where it burnt. And I'm gonna get across the street. I had some yellow Mustang drive by. And they were like, woo! Like screamed out loud. It scared me. I don't know what it is about lately. Everything's like making me jump. Yeah, it's right here in front of the pawn shop. Oh, God. And just knowing that this is one of the houses I wanted to come explore. Oh, it caught that side of the house. Where it melted. Oh my gosh, look at this. See, this is the house I looked in the window. The window was open. And then the next time that I came by, there was like a curtain hanging over the window. Now, here it is, burnt. Wonder what caused the fire. It has been getting pretty chilly here lately, so maybe somebody was trying to keep themselves warm and they just end up catching a fire. That's usually how a lot of these places end up catching on fire, is due to the homeless trying to get warm and thinking that it's not going to do anything, and ends up being a huge fire, and then this happens. Look at all those clothes. There's like a Christmas sweater right there. This poor tree. There was a tree like so close to this house and it caught on fire. Oh, even that tree caught on fire. The videos that I seen on Facebook, the fire was huge. Like, it was huge. It was a really big fire. And just thinking that I wanted to come explore this house. I never came to explore it because I knew that there was so many homeless going in and out of the house. I'm not saying that all homeless people are rude or mean, But some homeless people, if you go into something that they think that belongs to them or their living area, they can possibly like stab you or do anything to you. So you just can't trust every single person. I'm not saying that every homeless person is mean and like that, but there is some crazy ones out there. I wonder where it started first from. I came up on the porch so I can grab some photos. That's insane. It's crazy that anything could happen at any time. I do post my pictures on Instagram, so if you guys would like to see the photos that I take, you can follow me on my Instagram. All my links to my social medias are down below in the description if you guys would like to go follow me. I follow everyone back. I just wonder what caused the fire. If it was from the homeless trying to get warm but you never know. Somebody could be trying to make meth or drugs or anything or something. I just can't believe it caught this part like on fire. Well, it didn't catch it on fire, but it burnt the side. Oh, you can still see smoke. They say where there's smoke, there's fire. So there's still fire right there. So there's like a little bit of fire still going right there. Hopefully there was nobody inside when it happened. But I didn't see anything on Facebook if there was.
A few inches later.
These people just trying to rob me! Fuck you, bitches! He's getting his bike. Sorry. These people just tried to freaking rob me. And he's riding his bike up this way, so I'm just trying to hide out right now. I'm actually going to pop in really quick to explain. So I ran over to those people. There was 2 people standing outside. I was explaining what happened. I was trying to tell them, you know, I'm going to hide out right here. I was just trying to comprehend of what just happened. Everything was just replaying in my head at that moment. I was trying to take some deep breaths, trying to like calm myself down. And I was also waiting for the guy to come around the corner on his bike. I noticed that he wasn't really coming down the road. Now is my chance to get away from that area. You might see that I don't have no emotion in my face. I did take a Zoloft that day, and the Zoloft makes me have no emotion at all. The only emotion I could feel is happiness. So it blocks out me being sad, it blocks out me being angry or anything. If this happened on a day that I did not take the Zoloft, I probably would have blacked out from anger or had a major anxiety attack, because I do suffer from PTSD. I do suffer from anxiety. It could have went worse for me if I did not take that Zoloft. The Zoloft kind of helped me because I kept a straight mind. I knew in my head I needed to get away and I had to do what I needed to do. I know a lot of you are probably going to be, well, why are you not crying or angry or upset? I wasn't like angry, I was kind of like more in shock, if that makes sense. So in this whole part right here of me just breathing, you can actually see that I'm trying to like, what just happened right now? Guys, so I don't have the clips anymore because they took my camera and they deleted the clip. There was 3 people that just ganged up on me and everything, and I was filming everything, and the guy took my camera out of my hand. He was like, you need to delete everything that's on that camera and everything, and I wasn't even filming them. I was filming myself just like this. There was some crazy lady, she got up behind me And there was 2 guys in front of me, and he was like, you need to delete everything off that camera. And I was like, no, I'm not deleting it. So he grabbed my camera. So that whole clip I lost. So when I started backing away, and I went to run, and the girl grabbed me, and I went like this. I went poof, like that, and then I ran. And that's when I heard him turned on my camera, and I started recording that. I thought I didn't delete anything, and he told me to delete the clip that I was recording. So I thought I went back far enough to delete that clip and kept the one where they were actually trying to rob me and everything. But I turned out, I guess I deleted that one that I needed. Popping back in really quick to explain. I thought I went over far enough to delete a file to make it look like I deleted that file, because my camera is messed up. Like, you can't tell what anything is. I'm gonna show you what my camera looks like. This is what I see when I look in my camera. When I go look at a clip, I can't tell what is what because my camera looks like this. Now, it still films normal, it's just the LCD is messed up on the camera. If they took this camera from me, they wouldn't be able to get anything out of it. Especially if they went to a pawn shop. A pawn shop is not going to take this camera because the way it looks, it's basically broke. I thought I went over far enough the old video from yesterday's vlog to delete and say that I deleted the clip when I really wouldn't have, but everything looks so messed up on this camera that I couldn't tell what is what. So I actually did end up deleting the whole clip, which really sucks. So now I'm like looking out for a guy on a bike. I don't know what all I deleted. God, I wish I would have had that clip. And there's no way of going and getting that clip back. I hope that bitch is fucking hurting in the face with my elbow. Don't fuck with me. It was 3 people in one. I fucking ran from them. God, I wish Hannah was awake because her house is like right here. I need like some water because I ran so fucking fast. And then I seen the guy getting on a bike, and I think he was going to chase me with his bike. I got a little scuff from when the girl grabbed me and I took her arm and I elbowed her in the fucking face. Her nail went into my hand. I don't know who the fuck these people were. They fucking crazy. I'm gonna try to get my phone and see if I can get a hold of Hannah, because she's like right here, because I need some water or something. So I ended up calling the police. I reported everything, and the only thing I have on me is like they stretched out my hoodie a little bit, and I got the cut right here. I don't know if it was from her nail or like a screwdriver or whatever she had. And I have a mark right here on my neck when she tried to go around to like grab me from my neck, and that's when I went like this and I went and I ran. Like, she probably walking around with a bloody nose, probably. The lady, she had like sores, I guess mess sores all over her face. I called the police. I told the dispatcher my name, my phone number, my address. I even gave them Hannah's address because that's where I was at that moment. I even told them the address of where the whole thing happened at. I explained what the people looked like. The dispatcher told me a police officer will be on his way once he's ready. And I was like, okay. So I waited at Hannah's for about an hour. And I was also waiting on Jen to get there. Jen ended up recalling the dispatcher to tell her that she is taking me home, that when they send the police officer, to have them come to our house instead of Hannah's. A police officer never showed up. I ended up posting in a Huntington group explaining what happened to let other people know, you know, to keep an eye out, watch out, be careful. Someone ended up messaging me, and this was about 8 o'clock in the evening when this person messaged me, and they told me that the dispatcher just now put it over the police scanner. And still nothing has happened. Nobody's tried to come talk to me. Nobody has came to take a report or anything. So someone told me I need to actually go down and go to the police and make a report like that. I'm just glad that things didn't get worse because the police did not do anything. I'm with Jen now. She ended up getting off work and everything because she was worried and everything. I'm gonna take her to the area where it happened.
Lock your door though, just so they don't yank our door open if they are there.
I remember exactly what they looked like. I have visual memory, so if I ever see them out, I will know. Especially the woman right here. Yeah, this is the house that they came out of, and I was walking right here on the sidewalk. I came down this way because I was going to go make a shortcut to that house. This is the house right here. And they came right here, and I was standing right here, and then I ran through this alleyway right there. So it's been at least a couple hours since I picked up the camera, and I apologize for this back here if you cannot really hear. Today is my tea day, which I'm getting ready to do right now. I'm going to do my tea shot, and then I'm actually going to kind of like explain to you guys what exactly happened since I'm calmed down now. So if you do not like seeing needles, you probably will want to skip through this part. Trigger warning, needles. Okay, so I'm going to do my tea shot on my stomach.
If you want to try it, you can try it.
I think I could do it, it's just I'm worried about getting air bubbles. So I'm actually going to try to do my tea shot myself. Like filling up the needle, everything. I like how I'm just chilling with my belly sticking out. This little thing is my life right now. It's my boy Juice.
I'm opening up, peeps.
Basically just sucking all this juice into syringe. Okay. So far I got it into the syringe, and now I just gotta measure it out, make sure it's the right amount, which is 0.8. Do I count the big line?
You see the tiny lines?
Yes.
Okay, your tiny lines are points. So 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.8. And then your 5, like the middle one, is the big one. So like 5.
I should put a lot in here.
Most people probably won't need all of it. Because we're not going to hold it down straight. You know what I mean?
Okay, that looks about.
Let me check it.
Then I open the next needle, because I can't give my shot with that big needle. Like, the needle is super long. So what I do, the tea is in this syringe. I take this needle off, which is the long needle, and then I take this small needle, where it's smaller, and switch it to here. Make sure it's on there really good. And then I just push it up a little bit just to get the air that's in it right now up, so it should be good. What I'm gonna do, I've always learned that you're supposed to like pinch the area that you're going to give the shot at. Once you get the shot in there, then you let go. 1, 2, 3.
Press and hold.
And there is my tea shot. So I'm basically going to sit down and tell you guys everything that happened since I lost the whole clip because I had to delete it. Basically forced to delete it. I was trying not to delete it, which I will explain everything so that way it all makes sense. After I was looking at the other house that ended up catching on fire, I was walking down the road and I was going to end up going back over to the other building that was getting torn down. I wanted to go back to that to see how much it actually got tore down. By the time that I was looking at that, I was going to take a shortcut, so I went down this road instead of going completely straight like I did when I came through. I just cut through this road to go onto the other side so that way I can just walk on straight. I was on the sidewalk. I was filming myself, and I was talking about how it's crazy how most of these places are happening, like catching on fire. Now, like seeing the place that I just got done exploring not too long ago is just now like getting destroyed right now because it caught on fire. I was filming myself. I heard people arguing, but I didn't really pay any attention because they were like over here somewhere, and I was kind of like in my zone of filming and talking about what I was talking about. All of a sudden I hear this guy coming over. He's like, "Hey, camera." I put the camera down and I was like this. I was holding the camera the whole time. And he comes over and he's like, "What are you doing? Are you a photographer or something?" I just vlog, I do stuff for like YouTube and stuff like that. And he was like, oh, that's cool, man. Would you take a picture for me and my friend? At that point, I was still walking when he was talking to me, but I was walking like slowly. And then when he asked like about the camera, like taking a picture, I stopped to listen. But I thought it was kind of weird, you know, he's not trying to be mean, but he's this homeless man wanting me to take a picture of him and his friend. Kind of thought it was weird. I was still standing on the sidewalk at this time. He told me his name, but I completely forgot what his name was. But I was like, my name's Shane. He introduced himself first, and then I said, well, my name's Shane. And he did like this fist pump thing to me. And he seemed pretty chill. I was like, okay, this guy seems okay. Well, then this woman comes over, and she's like, around here, you're going to get your shit broke, and I'm going to end up breaking your shit. And I was just like confused, because I was just like, wait, I thought, you know, this guy just come in asking me if I could take a picture with him and his friend, and now this girl is like acting all psycho. I still had my camera recording. I did not end the clip at all, I just left it rolling. Well, then this other guy, when he started walking over, he had a big, like, long shotgun, like a hunting type gun. Instead, he went out of the fence and he went back, and I guess he put it back into the house. He came back out towards where we are, and he was asking what I was doing, why was I like taking pictures or something, and I was just like, well, I was filming myself. I wasn't taking any pictures or having the camera facing that way. I don't know if he was just didn't want the conversation and the argument that they were having on film. I was mostly in my, like, minding my business. I didn't pay any attention to what they were saying, because I knew that they were arguing, and I knew that they were homeless people, so that's mostly what people do around here, is they argue or act crazy and stuff, so I didn't think anything of it. I didn't pay no mind. I was just minding my business. The guy, he was like, you need to delete that stuff, because you don't need to be filming or doing anything around this, on this road. And I was like, I wasn't even filming you, I was filming myself. And he was like, that doesn't matter, you were still on the street. And the other guy, he ended up grabbing my camera out of my hand, and he was like doing like this, I guess where he thought he was taller than me, that he can, you know, hold it up for me like I was a child or something. I pushed him, and I was like, no, like, to give me back my camera, I'll end up deleting whatever you want me to delete. I was still filming at that time, so I end up ending the clip, and he took it back out of my hand, and he ended up giving it to the other guy. Well, the other guy was like, well, I'll have him do it, because since I don't know how to do it, I'll have him delete it, and I'll watch him delete it. As you guys know, my camera is like really messed up, so I can't really tell what is what. Well, what I was going to do was, when I ended a clip, I was going to go to another clip and delete that clip, so that way I didn't delete that clip. But I guess where I was like so, like, I don't know what was going on, but I guess I somehow end up deleting that clip. He was like right here, like he was like watching everything I do, and I was like, I deleted it, he watched me delete it, and he was like, well, you need to delete those clips too. He was telling me that I needed to delete everything, because I was like, no, those are like videos I did like down the road to the house that burned. He was like, you need to delete those ones too, and I was like, no, I don't have to, because that has nothing to do with you. Even this video that I just did had nothing to do with you. I mean, the two guys was in front of me, she was over here, and I noticed that she set her stuff down, because she had like a bunch of clothes and everything. She set it down, and she just kept slowly moving back behind me. And I would notice that she's moving behind me, so I was constantly like this, so I can keep like an eye on her, like side-eyeing her. So far, she ended up getting completely behind me to where when I went like this, I couldn't see her. So I went like this, and I moved over, and she stepped up, and they started stepping up closer to me because I took a step. And I was like, no, 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 whoa, you can't touch me because I'm a girl. It's because I made that excuse, you know, that, oh, you're guys, you can't, I'm a girl, you can't touch me, because if they put their hands on me and they feel that I had breasts or something, that could, like, automatically, you know, find out I'm transgender, that could possibly make things worse than the matter was. So I was just, like, automatically just said, hey, you can't touch me because I'm a girl. So I took another step back, and the girl came up behind me, put her arm around me. I guess she was trying to put me in a chokehold. And I ended up grabbing her hand, which I guess that's how I got that cut from her nail or something, because she squeezed my hand. When I like this, and then when I got away, I slung her over, and I like elbowed her right in the face as like hard as I possibly could. I just ran. I automatically just ran. And I had all three of them running behind me, chasing me. And they chased me for about maybe a minute, and then they couldn't catch up to me, so they stopped. I just kept running, and then I noticed that they stopped running. So that's when I started picking up the camera and I started filming, and that's when I started yelling that these people just tried to rob me, this and that, and I kept filming. And when I turned around, they stopped, but then I noticed a guy is getting on his bike. So I was like, oh crap, he's getting on his bike. So I just started running again. I went to this like laundromat, and there was these two guys, and I was like, I'm sorry, you know, these people just tried to like rob me and stuff, so I'm trying to hide from them. And they just looked at me like they didn't understand what I was saying. They were Mexican guys, so I don't think they knew what I was saying. So then I was just like, okay, well, I'm just going to go keep running. So I just kept running and running and running until I made it to Aldi's. And then I got my phone out. I noticed it was on 1%, so I was just like, okay, I'm just going to run to Hannah's. I'm going to try to go to Hannah's. And turned out the place that it happened at was literally right across the street from Hannah's house. It was just on that road. I didn't know I was that close to Hannah's house, or I would have just, when I ran from them, I would have just turned back around and just ran straight to Hannah's house. But I didn't think that. I just automatically knew to run, and I just kept running. That is basically what happened. It sucks that that whole footage is like gone completely. But it's crazy. Like when I got to Hannah's, Hannah was asleep, but she ended up waking up because I was like on Messenger, and I tried calling her because like my phone was on 1% and I was like outside of her house. I ended up calling the police and made a report and everything. The police never showed up. They never done anything. And I posted a post in a Huntington group that I'm in to warn people that there's these 3 people that like literally tried to jump me and try to rob me, but I don't know if they would do it to anybody else. But I described what they looked like. It was like maybe a couple hours later, and I hadn't got a message on Facebook stating a lady told me that they just now put it over this police scanner and I was like, that happened like a couple hours ago. And they're just now making a report about it over the scanner. So far, no police officer still hasn't showed up or anything, so I don't know. I guess the police ain't going to do anything about it. I don't know what could they possibly do if they can't find the people, but they can at least come and, you know, make sure I'm okay or something like that, you know? I literally live right down the road from a police station, and it sucks that I lost that whole clip because I had the whole clip of him, like, taking my camera, and it had his face in it, because he had the camera like this, so it would have seen his whole face, it would have seen the other people's face, everything. But the only injuries I basically got is like this right here on my thumb. It actually looks a lot better than it did earlier, because I took a shower and cleaned it. I think it was her nail, like when she went to like grab me, because when I went like this, I think maybe her nail like scratched me or something. Hannah said I had a mark on my neck. I don't know if it's still there or not. And they kind of like stretched out my hoodie, but I could probably wash that and put it in the dryer. It might shrink back up. I'm okay. It was very crazy. Let's say it was crazy and something I've never went through before. I've seen that happen on movies before, and it was quite an experience. And I think I learned my lesson to start, like, at least carry a knife around with me. And this is the one time that I go out and I didn't carry a knife with me, because usually I do. I carry a knife. I carry at least something to protect me, and this is the one time I didn't, because I was just expecting, you know, to go look at that building that caught on fire, and then I was going to walk over to the other house that caught on fire, and then walk home and edit my vlog. That was my whole plan, and that did not go as planned. I think I've learned my lesson, and that will go for you guys as well. If you go out alone, always carry around protection, because you never know what's going to happen.